Joining us now in a CNBC exclusive for more is Jim Snee. He's president and CEO of Hormel Foods. Jim, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Well, thank you. It's great to be with you from the Spam Museum here in Austin, Minnesota.
I have to say, I didn't even know that was a thing. So that's also something you brought to my attention. What was the reason for the quarter today? What really drove the business?
Yeah, it was a very solid quarter for us. You know, as you mentioned, we saw a strong business in our refrigerated food segment. Our Jennie-O turkey store business showed some really strong volume, sales, and earnings growth. Really the first time in a number of years. They've had some headwinds, but it's a business that's got really good momentum heading into 2020. And our grocery products business segment, which is where you'd find the iconic brand Spam, also had a really nice quarter for us. Additionally, as you mentioned, we announced our 54th consecutive dividend increase, and it's the 11th consecutive year that we've had a double-digit increase. So we're really proud of that as well. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be announcing the 81st consecutive year of profit sharing for our team members, and that's equally as important because they're the backbone of our organization. Nothing happens without them.
So I understand that sort of before 2013, you were really a meat-centric company. Things have shifted. Now it's more protein, and then eventually you're looking to be a global branded company. But you probably saw that video of our own Jim Cramer eating the pumpkin spice flavored Spam, and you said Spam was a standout. So was it because more people were doing what Jim Cramer did and wanted to try it? It was a novelty item for you?
You know, pumpkin spice Spam really was more of a novelty item. And I mean, the notoriety that we got from the item was just absolutely phenomenal. The way we calculated is about 1.5 billion impressions, which is really priceless. But more than that, it's really about the iconic brand Spam and the way it connects with consumers after over 80 plus years. I mean, it's a great, affordable source of protein. It's very versatile, and it's still on trend with so many consumers today. And the fact that we do have a Spam museum here in our hometown, I think, speaks volumes to the strength of the brand after all this time.
Jim, as you said, it's doing well, Spam, but you also talk about reshaping your portfolio. What's the split now between what you'd bracket as the new brands versus the old brands, and how different are the respective growth rates?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference for us, if you go back in our history, is we were probably more of a commodity-type business. And what we've really evolved into is more of a value-added, on-trend business. And if you think about some of our recent acquisitions, Applegate, Justin's, our most recent one, Columbus, those are all brands that are on trend with today's millennial consumer. And they're appealing to really that new consumer that wasn't in our portfolio before. So it's really helped us achieve a nice balance of our legacy brands and then some really good growth brands going forward. And this is going to be a constant evolution for us because I believe, Courtney, as you said, I mean, aspirationally, we do want to be a global branded food company, and we're well on our way because it really is all about the food. We know that nothing brings people together like food does, and we're front and center when it comes to entertaining and gatherings, and that's a place that we really like to be.
Very quickly, Jim, as we're out of time here, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about the state of the U.S. consumer as we go into the holiday season.
Yeah, I mean, what we see is very strong consumer demand across so many of our brands. You know, it could be the iconic brand Spam or some of the newer brands that I described. But the nice thing for us is we're able to meet consumers in so many places in their need state. As you think about the footprint of a retail grocery store, there aren't too many places where you won't encounter one of our brands. So the consumer is strong, the brands are strong, and that sets us up for a really strong 2020, which we're very excited about.